So we have had a great morning out talking with local residents in Tilgate who've been telling us their concerns. One of the top concerns of the moment, as I'm sure it is across the town, is the state of our roads, which is a West Sussex County Council function. They've not been remotely putting the amount of investment into the town they need to address the problem. And watch this space, because we have a campaign up and coming soon, which sets out a range of proposals for how they can afford to give us the level of maintenance that our roads need. People have been raising the state of housing, which is a critical problem across much of the town. We were promised housing for us, our kids and our grandkids, and at the end of the day, that hasn't been delivered, and it hasn't been delivered fundamentally because we gave up on council housing as a country 40 years ago. The Labour Party are the only party committed to generating council housing in large volumes again. As a council, we've been one of the top 10 performers in the country since we took back control in 2014. And on top of that, we've been working very hard to generate decent quality local jobs and to invest in the infrastructure, with facilities like Tilgate Park being almost unrecognisable compared to what they were 10 years ago, due to the huge amount of investment that's been put into those areas, which has generated money to keep the council funding going in terms of public services. So we've spent a lot of time as a council working, trying to connect all the dots to make sure we continue to have a council, a town that is lovely to live in and that has decent quality services and that can fund those services effectively. Unfortunately, we've had an awful lot of limits placed on that by decisions taken by the government around business rates, which have cost us local shops in the town centre, by a lack of action by the police on shoplifting that's managed to make town centres less attractive to be in, and by the county council's continued failure to invest in our local road network. That's what's up for grabs in these local elections. Officially, the local elections kicked off this week. They're on the 2nd of May, and it's an opportunity to send a clear message to the people who are responsible for those areas that are letting the town down, that we're not happy. We want to see these areas invested in again, and the Labour Party are the only party that's actually got a plan put forward for how we do that and deliver the investment that this town really does deserve. So we very much hope for your support for our candidates coming up on the 2nd.